I'm here to talk a little bit about how important it is to preserve our history. Recently, I was asked to read a resolution on behalf of the city to honor Henry Martin, a man who served the University of Virginia for most of his life, both as a slave and as a freedman. In the archives of the university, he was said to be tall, dignified, and he was remembered, and that he remembered the name and face of every student, even years after they had left. He's remembered at the university for ringing the bell in the rotunda and later in the university chapel for 53 years, every hour from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. And while his is a wonderful legacy, and without detracting from the contributions he made to the university, Martin was also part of a much larger African American community, both within the academical village and in the greater community in Charlottesville, particularly after emancipation. We see this same kind of myopic view again in the accounts of another university beloved character, Berkeley Bullock. Berkeley Bullock ran a diner right next door here in the train station, where he served many of the boys from the university, who too remembered him as a worthy colored man who knew his place and never pushed, apparently never realizing the role that Berkeley Bullock played in the transformation of Charlottesville after emancipation into the social and political powerhouse it was for the African American community. Certainly, they never realized the intricate financial dealings that had enabled Bullock, along with other important figures like John West, to acquire large tracts of land and to establish small businesses in the city. To read the accounts of Martin, Bullock, other university figures such as William and Isabella Gibbons, just to name a few, through the lens of how they interacted with the university community, you would never know that the entrepreneurial and transformative spirit that helped to transform Charlottesville from a sleepy railroad town into a thriving commercial city. There are just so many stories throughout the generations. It is important that we know not just these stories, but their collective story as well. And this is why the African American Heritage Center is so vitally important. The center and the exhibit and the exhibition that we're talking about offers an opportunity to see the vibrant, successful, and really uplifting history that we have here, and that the role that the African Americans played in developing and in making Charlottesville the city that it is. And we'll see it through the lens of the African American community, and that is what is so important. These stories together will provide us with a much deeper understanding of how we all share a history here in Charlottesville. And so I am honored to, as a city councilor, to support this center and to support the really important role that it will play in telling our story.